Hello, me again. This vlog is about Marfan and clothing. Um, Now, I know it can be very difficult for people with Marfan Syndrome to find clothing that fits comfortably, that is the right size for them. Um, it can be very difficult. And I know a lot of you, like me, suffer from you're insecure about your body and about your figure. Because I know I am a lot, and I wear a lot of clothes that cover up my figure, which is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I'm going to talk about how I cover up some of the Marfan features with my clothing. So maybe some of you might get some helpful tips there on that. But yeah, so I will first talk about what I'm wearing now. Now, a lot of you that have seen my videos and that have seen my pictures on YouTube and on Facebook and everything, I'm always wearing this hat or my Jack Skeleton hat or some form of hat I'm always wearing. Now, I wear this hat because one, it keeps my head warm. That's always a plus. Keeps my hair out of my face. But, the main reason why I wear it is because it's like a comfort blanket almost. I feel naked without it, and I feel vulnerable without it. So it's kind of like my suit of armour. When I've got my hat on, I feel comfortable. And also, it covers up my ears. I have very big ears and I don't like them. But yeah, that's my hat. That's why I wear my hat all the time. You may notice in a lot of the videos and pictures I wear these wristbands a lot. Now the reason why I wear those is because of Marfan Syndrome. I have very skinny, spindly wrists but massive hands, and I get a lot of comments from people about my wrists saying, oh, look how skinny your wrists are, look how bony you are you anorexic, you want to eat more? I'm not anorexic. I can eat till the cows come home. I could probably eat more than my fiance, who's behind the camera. I definitely eat more than him. So there's no chance of me being anorexic. So to stop them sort of comments, I wear these wristbands, these sweatbands, to cover my bony wrists up. And they also keep my wrists warm, so that's a plus. But these rubber band things, let's see there, Marfan Trust and Tiger, burning bright. That's for the Tiger Sanctuary, and that is for Marfan's Trust. On this hand I have Marfan's Foundation and Macmillan Cancer Support. So I love my little wristbands. So that's that, them two things. Now another thing I'm going to talk about is my t-shirt. I love this t-shirt, it's one of my favourites at the moment. I wear this one quite a lot, as you may have seen from a lot of the videos. It's baggy, it hides my figure, and it's a dark colour. I tend to wear a lot of dark colours because it hides my outline a bit, and it hides the contours and nooks and crannies and things, and it kind of, and the bagginess as well, kind of hides all my bits and bobs. So, but the main problem I had spinal surgery when I was about 14 for scoliosis. So what that is, scoliosis is where your spine curves, and mine was basically an S shape. So they straightened it, bolted metal rods to it to keep it straight, and since then my growth has kind of like, I guess, stunted. My torso is kind of squashed down, so my hips kind of start there, and funnily enough that's where my ribs start as well, the bottom of my ribs. And my ribs kind of overlap each other. One goes in, one comes out, and they're kind of all wonky, and I think it's called pectus vacuum, which is where it goes in, and pectus excavatum, I think, where it goes out. I kind of have a mixture of both, so I don't know, mine's all over the place, which causes me to be a bit uneven up the top. This is more of the ladies area that I'm going to talk about now, so you boys might want to plug your ears if you find this stuff embarrassing or whatever. But where I'm uneven at the top, I tend to wear, and because of the problems with my ribs and back, I tend to stay away from normal bras, because they have nowhere near enough support or padding for me, and they tend to cut in around here and cause cuts, grazes, blisters, and they cause me to bleed. They almost cut me in half. And where I'm uneven in the breasticle area, I need more padding on one side than the other. So I tend to go for stuff like jogging bras, because they don't have no fiddly stupid little buckle to do up at the back. You just pull them over your head. They're elasticated, they're very comfortable, and they have a lot of support, and they have a lot of padding. And you can buy extra padding to go in them, which is very handy if you are uneven up top. So ladies, I do urge you to go and look at jogging bras and running bras. Try them out. I find them amazing. So yeah, that's the bra situation. Now, because I've been squashed down, it causes problems with my stomach and my intestines. Now, if I've been squashed down, where's all that gonna go? Well, it's gonna go outwards, which gives me the appearance that I'm pregnant. Now, I've been mistaken as a pregnant woman before. I've had people walk up to me and say, "Oh wow, when's it due?" Okay, now they don't know, they don't understand, but I'm not pregnant. It's quite awkward to say to them, "Well, no, I'm not pregnant." Then I've got to explain the whole Marf thing to them, and they just kind of look at me confused and like, "Oh my god," and they just tend to want to run away as quickly as they can then. But yeah, Marfan does cause a lot of awkward situations. But yeah, that's my shirt. I tend to wear baggy shirts to cover all that up. Now, my jeans. These jeans, I don't really wear these ones that often. I find them a little bit uncomfy at times. But they're very big in the waist, because if I bought them smaller in the waist so they fit me, they would have been too short in the leg, because I have very, very long legs. So that is another part of the Marf. Everything is elongated and stretched. So I have to buy big in the waist so that it's long enough in the leg. Then of course I run the risk of my trousers falling down all the time, which is why I always wear belts. Now, the belt I have on at the moment, you can see, it's a canvas belt. Now I find these much better and much comfier, because leather belts and studded belts, even though they're really cool, and I do have a few of them, which I'll probably show you in a minute, the leather ones tend to cut in on my pelvic bones here and my hips and cause a lot, again, nearly cut me in half. They're as bad as bras. So the canvas ones are a lot comfier and easier. As you can see though, buckles I have to wear askew, because with Marf I have a pelvic bone that sticks out a little more than normal people, and if I wear the buckle central, it rubs on that area, causing discomfort, pain and blood again. So I wear the buckle askew, which is kind of the fashion nowadays, I guess, so that's a plus, I suppose. But yeah, that's that a lot. Now I'm going to talk you through a few of the items I've got here, my clothes. All this is mine. Now I tend to wear a lot of baggy hoodies, especially in the winter. It hides my figure, so I'm going to show you a couple here. I've got to show you this one. I got this one from a campaign on Facebook. It's a Marfan awareness hoodie, and it says, "We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only choice. Marfan Syndrome awareness." And I really love this hoodie, it's really cool. But the only problem I have with this style of hoodie, I have a few of these, is sometimes I find them very uncomfortable around the neck, because sometimes they can be a bit tight and a bit too much hood going on at the back, and it just winds me up. I think that's more of an Asperger's thing for me really though. I think that's to do with the hypersensitivity. Because of the Asperger's, I get kind of agitated and annoyed with certain clothes at certain times. Another one of these hoodies here, my fiance bought me this one. I love Jack Skellington and I love the colour purple, but he finds it quite hard to buy clothes for me because he never knows what size to go for. So I usually tell him the bigger and baggier the better. So he usually buys man's hoodies for me, and I quite like that one, that's quite nice. But these big baggy hoodies, again, they hide my figure. They hide the big bump at the front. They hide my chest area. They hide all of it, you know. But I do have things that aren't big and baggy. I have some of these that needs ironing, but never mind. I do have some of these plaid button-up shirts and checkered button-up shirts, which I quite like to wear in summer. And I find that pattern as well, with the stripes and the crisscross, kind of hide shapes and figure as well. And that's the tops, I guess. I'm going to show you jeans. Now I've got a few pairs of jeans here. This is a woman's pair of jeans. They call this baggy boyfriend style, loose fit baggy boyfriend or whatever. But basically they're really baggy around the leg. So down at the ankle they're very wide, and they go over the foot, and they make my feet look smaller, which is a big plus for Marfan, because with Marfan we have very large feet. So jeans like this cover up the size of our feet. Also things like flares do the same thing, they hide the feet. Flares and bell bottoms and boot cut, they're very good for hiding the size of your feet. But another thing I have problems with, because I have many scars. Now I'm proud of my scars, but I tend to try and stay away from women's swimwear, because most women's swimsuits, there's not much material there, and I have a scar going along here. I have a scar going from the bottom base of my neck to my bum, right down my back, and I also have a scar here. Now that makes it tricky wearing low cut tops and stuff like that, summer wear. Now usually I don't care, I'm happy to show off my scars because I am very proud of my scars. But I only do that on certain occasions, because I don't like to say turn up at a children's party, little children's party with all my scars showing, because children are sensitive, especially the younger children, the toddlers. They're very sensitive to that type of thing. Sometimes it scares them, so I wouldn't do that, you know. But if I'm out on the beach, which is just like 2 minutes away from me, having a sunbathe, I'll show off my scars. I don't mind. I do get funny looks. I get funny looks most of the time anyway, so why not give them something to look at, you know? But all through my life, because of my body shape, I've been bullied a lot. So I've tried to use my clothes to cover up my body shape. And most of the time, all I can find is men's clothes that do that. Because women's clothes, the sizes are awful. Because in one shop I'm a size 14 in women's clothes, and then in another shop I'm a size 16, but in another one I'm a size 18. So I don't know, the sizes with women's confuse me. At least with men's you've got small, medium, large, extra large, double XL, triple XL and whatnot. So that's why I find men's clothes easier. So I think this is about the end of the video. I think I've talked about everything that I need to talk about. My cameraman and fiance is indicating something to me, but I don't know what he's saying.
The t-shirts.
The t-shirts?
Yeah, you were going to talk about the v-neck ones, like.
Oh, my v-neck. Oh, yeah, okay. That's one thing. I'm always forgetting something in the videos. But yeah, he was telling me, I don't know if you heard him, but he was saying about show the v-neck t-shirts. Now I am seen in a couple of pictures and videos on Facebook and YouTube wearing some of these. Very low cut v-neck, shows off my heart surgery scar, quite lovely. Don't be afraid to wear stuff like this if you have a scar. Don't be ashamed of your scars. They just show you have beat whatever's tried to kill you. So don't be ashamed of your scars. Okay? I understand like being self-conscious about your body. I truly understand that. So I'm very self-conscious about mine. And I do like to hide it. But please don't hide your scars. Your scars are cool. Thank you. I think I'll end the video there. Thank you everyone. Hope this has been helpful. Bye bye.